Hey, you guys, welcome back to Storytime for My Bedroom. Here we are for another drama filled story. Okay, so before we get started, you guys, go ahead and like the channel. Would you subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications so that you're the first one to find out when a new video drops. Now, I put in the other video that I'm going to be putting story time up Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we're going to do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tune in, get some popcorn, get your wine. Today, you guys, I have my orange juice with blueberries in it. So we got my orange juice with blueberries in it, my little mimosa. And let's get the story started. So here I am working at Family Dollar once again. So this particular day, it is just me and the manager working. It was like maybe 10 something in the morning. So nobody else was coming in. I don't know when anybody else was coming in. Maybe about 11 or so, like that. I don't remember. So people were coming in and out of Family Dollars. I'm taking people's order. I'm the only one on the register. The manager, he's there, but he's walking the floor and getting stock out of the back and, just really stocking up the store and stocking up the area. And so I'm up there in the front and I'm ringing by myself. So this gentleman comes in, tall black guy, probably about 6 feet, had a hoodie on, and he had this little droopy eye. His eye was like drooping like this. And so he comes up, he walks around a little bit. I'm not paying him no attention. I'm not scared. I'm not intimidated or anything like that. And so he comes up to the counter and he makes a statement. Now he's whispering, so I can't hear him. I don't know why the life of me, my ears wasn't working that day, but for some reason I just could not understand him or I could not hear him. But what I did was I assumed that he wanted a personal item. So normally, let me tell you this. Normally when anybody would come in Family Dollar and whisper, they wanted one or two things. One, they wanted condoms if it was a guy. And two, if it was a woman, they were looking for feminine care products and they just didn't want to announce, hey, where the pads at? We may do it in 2021, but this was in 2008. So back in 2008, they was a little bit more discreet. So they would whisper if they wanted something. And so he's whispering and he's like, where's the, and I couldn't hear the last part. So I tell him, I said, what do you say? I can't hear you. Speak up, please. And he said, where's the, and I still couldn't hear him, but I didn't want to keep, acting goofy as if, I really couldn't hear him. So I told him, I said, well, if you're looking for the condoms, it's on the end cap. I said, it's right there. So here's the register. Here's the counter over there. And I'm like this, because on the other side is where the condoms, the batteries, hand sanitizer, stuff like that was on that end cap area. And he was like, no, where's the, and he says whatever he says. And I'm like, it's on the end. If you're looking for condoms, it's on the end cap. And by this time, I'm getting a little agitated because first of all, I can't hear you. Second of all, I'm pointing to where the condoms is. Third of all, you're getting on my nerves right about now. And so by the third time, he says, no. I said, where's the, and he has his hand in his pocket and he pointed it like a gun. He said, where's the money? And I'm like, holy smoke, I'm getting robbed. And I'm like, the money. He was like, where's the money? And he's leaning toward the counter a little bit. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. I'm going to give it to you. So to get inside of the register, you had to put in I think your the last 4 digits of your employee number, or maybe a 4-digit. No, it was the last 4 digits of your employee number. You had to put in. And I, for the life of me, you guys, I could not remember my 4-digit number. I've been punching this number forever in a day, but I was so nervous I couldn't remember it. So here I am on the register trying to remember what the 4-digit number was. I'm like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 90, 91, 15, 35. I'm pushing. I was like, hold on a minute, I'm gonna get it. So he keeps pointing like this. Now, mind you, I never saw a gun, but he was alluding to the fact that he had a gun because he had his finger in his pocket. So I'm pushing these numbers, you guys. I was looking like this. Yeah, I couldn't remember it enough. So he was like, hurry up. You better hurry up. And I'm pushing and pushing, honey. Them keys was on fire, baby. but I couldn't remember the number. I totally went blank. If you ever been robbed or ever been like real scared or something, your mind goes blank. So then he proceeds to walk around the counter. He's behind my back. I felt the hairs on my neck stand up. And I'm like, holy crap, he's behind me. So I'm pushing the numbers. I'm like, Lord, please let me. He was like, you playing, hurry up. I said, I'm going to give you the money. Wait. And I'm like, 1594, 1738. Well, yeah, baby. 1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. 1865, slavery was abolished. Honey, I'm just pushing 4-digit numbers. By this time, the manager, thank God, comes around the counter and he's like, Sherry, what's going on? So I didn't know at the time that the man left. I'm still pushing buttons, y'all. 1865, 1779, 1776 independence. I'm pushing numbers for the trying to get in the register, y'all. I couldn't get inside the register. I've never figured out what that number was to this day. So my manager, I hear the door open, but I'm still stuck on this. I don't know why it didn't click in my mind that he ran out of the door. That's why, you heard the door close. But because the door had a thing like ching, ching, like a little chime on it. I'm still pushing numbers, y'all. This week. Am I making you dizzy? This house push them. Baby, you would have thought I worked for the IRS. Them keys was on fire. I was doing all kind of data entry. Look how like that. Baby, listen. So my supervisor comes up behind me like, Sherry. And I'm still pushing the numbers. He was like, he's gone. I was like, I'm going to open it. I swear I know this number. He said, sure you go. Wait. I'm going to pause the video. I'll come right back out. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Oh my God. So the police comes, they take a report. I give a description the best I know how. All I can remember, tall black dude, 6 feet, young looking in the face. He got a droopy eye or what have you. And so they was like, okay, well, let us, go look around, find out what we can find out. And so about a week later or whatever, one of the detectives come back to the store and he's like, hey, can you come down to the police station because we think we may have the person. This gentleman was robbing Family Dollars all day that day, and they caught him at another Family Dollar, like I don't know when they caught him, but they caught him at another Family Dollar trying to rob it. But that particular day, he had been to like 2 different Family Dollars. And tell me why he jumped on the bus. He jumped on the bus after he left. I'm like, who robs somebody and jumps on the bus and don't have a ride at least? So I'm like, okay, I'll come down there to the police station. So I end up going down to the police station and they hand me this piece of paper and it had multiple people. It was probably like 6 faces on it. And the only reason why I knew it was him because he had like the little saggy eye or whatever. And so it had the names of the people. And they was like, do you recognize anybody? I said, yeah, this is him. And they were like, okay, circle it and then you have to sign it. And I saw his last name. This last name is not by far a common last name. And I knew several people that had that in the same family that had the last name. And the person happened to be one of my old Sunday school students. One of my old Sunday school students has the same last name. So I hit her up in her inbox and asked her, do you know this guy named such and such and such? And she was like, yeah, that's my cousin. I said, girl, he robbed me at Family Dollar. She was like, oh my God, no, he didn't. I said, girl, yes, he did. She was like, oh, he always into some trouble and stuff. I said, girl, get your peoples. They done rolled up on me in Family Dollar, honey. I could not remember the number to save my soul. After that, y'all, I was honestly, I was traumatized. I've never in my life been robbed before at my job or in any other instances. And to have somebody walk up behind you is terrifying. And so they asked me at the police station, it was like, did he show you a gun? I said, no, he never showed me a gun. And they was like, what did he do? I said, he had his hand in his pocket, but he was pointing it. So of course I would think it was a gun. They was like, okay, he alluded to the fact. And was like, yeah, well, I didn't know that you can get in just as much trouble alluding or acting like you have a gun just as much as if you actually had a gun. So he was getting it for, I don't know what the charges was. I didn't have to go to court or anything, but that was the story, and I don't know what happened to that gentleman afterwards, but he was going around robbing all the family dollars. And so when we got back to when I finally came back, and I took off of work for probably about a week, Ohio Victims of Crime reached out to me and asked me if I needed any counseling, if I this. I said, no, I just need to be out the store for a little bit because I'm kind of hesitant on coming back. And they paid me for being off of work and for being robbed. I didn't know if you're a victim of crime, they will compensate you. So they compensated me for my days off and compensated me for having to go down to the police station and anything like that. And if I needed therapy, they were going to pay for that, but I didn't need therapy. And so when I came back to work, I told the supervisor, I don't want to be on the register. I felt more safe for a while just working the store because if something take off, I'm running out the back door. You know what I'm saying? I'm running up out them dock doors or something like that, but I just didn't want to be on the register. And so we end up watching the video. I'm always in some video. If we end up watching the video, me and the supervisor and some of the other people that were working there. And when he left, I'm still like this on the register. And I mean, we laughed so hard. They was like, Sherry, you was going off on that register. I said, honey, I was trying to get that drawer open. And I could not remember the number, y'all. That is my story of getting robbed at Family Dollar by my old Sunday school student's cousin. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed the story, honey. Write down your 4-digit numbers. Remember that thing, because you never know what may pop out. I will see you guys again the next time for story time for my bedroom. You guys go ahead and follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok under I Love to Giggle too. And also I'm on Facebook under I Love to Giggle. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications and give the video a thumbs up. Thanks you guys for tuning in. And I will see you again with another story. All right. Peace.